All right, everyone. I'm going to really quick just make a video because I haven't seen this out there. For anyone that's curious, this is a total do-it-your-own risk, but I've seen this discussed on a couple of forums, so I wanted to pass the knowledge along. This is for a 2011 Ford F150 Ecoboost. These vacuum pumps that are in these things are notorious for failing. I've got, I think, about 150,000 miles on mine. Mine's originally a Canadian truck that I brought into the States. It was replaced 4 years ago. I don't put a lot of miles on this truck now, so it's sat with probably not that many, less than 10,000 miles a year put on it the last 4 years, and the one that has been put into it has now failed as well. By failed, it hasn't completely died, but it's just getting really noisy and obnoxious. So a couple of people have discussed the process of going in and adding silicone into the vacuum port to get it into the shaft and quiet down the squealing to also keep it from fully failing. I went through and did that today, and I can't show a beforehand to show how loud it was before, but the process to do that's pretty simple. So you're going to want to remove the headlight on the driver's side. So it's just held in by 10mm fasteners here, and then back behind here. Mine's got a cut in here because the guy who owned this prior to me added these lights. They sit upright to actually go through the cutouts on the grill. Kind of a cool setup. I like it. I didn't realize he actually cut into that front support like that, but I think I should be fine. But there's also a bolt that you need to get at right here, all 10 mils. Once they're out, you can actually remove the headlight. You got to support it here and then pull out. I've already done it. It's going to be a little sticky to get it to pop out. But once it's out, you can kick it out and away. You don't even need to disconnect it really. But this is what you're getting at. This is your vacuum pump. So the vacuum pump is ran, and this is your vacuum line that goes to the brake booster. This vacuum pump just supports giving vacuum because it's a turbo engine, so it's not going to create enough vacuum to, well, per the Ford engineers, to actually give you enough vacuum for your assist on your brake booster. So there's a fitting that goes on to these. I've already removed the inside piece. I'll show you. There's a little clip that goes into this. Let me grab the clip. So this is the clip that goes into it. So it actually sits from the back side of this and comes through. To get it off, it's a little bit of a pain. You got to kind of push back on each side and get to start to pop out. There's little tabs that hook down around here, and as you get them up and around, you can get to pop out, and then you can remove it. I just have it out because I've been adding some more silicone into here. So to do this, what you're going to want to do, let me see if I can get my light on here. So to do this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add some silicone spray down into that port. I am using on this Croil. This stuff's expensive. It's like, I think it's like $30 to $40 a can, but it's really good stuff. You could use a lot of other things. Just want a silicone spray. So what you're going to do is you're going to actually just add in some silicone spray into here. So I'll go through this again more around. So what I ended up doing is I just ended up adding in about a 2-second blast into here, 2 of them. So 1, 2, and 2. It's probably a little bit less than 2 seconds, 2 of those. And then after that's done, I put the vac tube back onto it, get down to seat. And again, like I said, the clip's not in there. Make sure that the clip's not in there or you could break it off. And then after that, I'm just going into the vehicle. And I'm going to fire it up. And then what I'm going to do is if you depress your brakes a couple of times, you'll get that vac pump to kick on. And the vac pump is now pretty dang close to silent on mine. It was squealing really good. You can see it just shook to a stop. So by adding that silicone in, it's able to get into those seals and quiet that up. If you need to get it to run again, just come in while it's running, give it a couple of probably 4 or 5 presses, and you should be able to get it up and running again. enough to get that silicone to distribute down in there and lubricate those seals and those bearings and hopefully shut it up for a bit. So again, it's really not that bad to get this thing out to do this. There's a couple guys that say every couple of years they now just have to pull this, spray in again, get some stuff in there. I know one guy actually set up a rig that he could run this on his desk, on his bench top. Don't need to do it. You can just do it right while it's still on the vehicle, and again, put it into there. I wouldn't do it while the vehicle's running. I don't know if that's going to cause a check engine light. I didn't need to do it. Again, if you want to do something different, it's at your own risk. But again, just do that, add in. I had to do it about 2 or 3 times. And after that, it really shut it up. Like I said, you could use a different silicone spray. I just use this Croil. This stuff's awesome. A lot of people swear by it. I think it's probably some of the best stuff out there, but there's a lot of other things. But anyhow, again, 2011 F150 vacuum pump. If you go out and get these done, I know I got this quoted from the dealership. It's about over $1,000 repair. I know to buy the pump itself is almost $600 these days. So save yourself some money, do a simple fix. Again, once you're done, you can just slap all this back together. Hope I saved you guys some time. Thanks.